Hi everybody, I'm Andreea, and in today's video I have a really special guest. Meet Kate from the Small Things blog, and I fly all the way from Paris to North Carolina to do this video with Kate. Kate is very relatable and I really love her blog and her looks. You used to be a hairstylist,
I did.
Right?
Yeah, I did, and that's kind of how I got started on YouTube. I can't remember how I found you, but as soon as I discovered your first video, I watched like 12 in a row, and I'm like, this girl's amazing. So like to be here is a dream come true. I'm so excited about this.
I'll tell you about the first video that you saw because it was a huge impact. I was like a small YouTuber, did a video a lot of you have seen, makeup mistakes to avoid.
Yes.
Okay, and Kate actually reposted my video, and I didn't know, like, all of a sudden I got all these people coming and telling me, Kate from the Small Things blog sent me here, and I love your video, and this has helped me a lot. And
it was such a helpful video. It was like fun to watch, and I learned so much. Like, this, people need to know about this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we are just going to do, I'm going to do
Yes, you're doing all of it.
I'm going to do Kate's makeup, and I'm a little bit nervous. Kate has already moisturized and prepped her skin, but I'm going to use a base, and I really like this Bobbi brown. This is the Vitamin Enriched face base. You said it smells good, right?
It smells so good.
Sometimes your moisturizer would work very good with a foundation. I like to first apply it like this, and then I really press the product into the skin. And now it's time for me to put my glasses on because I'm blind like that. I will go on actually with foundation. The foundation that I'm going to use today is this NARS Natural Radiant Longwear foundation, and I'm using the color Mont Blanc. So this foundation is designed to be applied with fingers. I was just talking with Kate about it, and she told me she was applying it with a beauty blender and a brush, and if you do that, it's fine. It's going to be too flat, too matte.
And that's what I noticed.
And I'm doing like very light movements. So I start with the center of the face and then I go towards the exterior. Always make sure your foundation is really nice spread right here on the jawline, because you don't want to have that mark in here. You probably heard that a lot.
But you still see it sometimes.
I think you see it mostly when the foundation has a very different color. Usually if I want a little bit more coverage, I would go with a second layer, but only where I need it. Like, you don't really need it. I'm just playing around. I actually love the freckles that you have. I think they're very youthful.
Thank you. I don't mind them until in the summer, if I'll get some sun, I get a freckle mustache, and that's when I don't like the freckles. Otherwise, I'm okay with them.
Now I'm going to go on with concealer. I'm going to use the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Concealer. Is that right? Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer. Looks like this. And on Kate, I'm going to use 04 Very Fair.
Sounds right.
I put just a tiny little bit on the back of my hand, and then with a finger, I just tap, 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 tap. The concealer can be used also as a highlighter. Like, for example, if I would like to highlight this area, I would put a little bit of concealer right here. And that's going to bring this part of the face forward. I don't usually use a eyeshadow base. I like to use the concealer as my base, so I'm going to use just a tiny little bit. This helps your eyeshadows be more saturated and last longer. If you feel like your eyelids are too oily or that you have a problem with creasing, you could totally use an eyeshadow base. Like, what's your favorite, Kate?
I like the MAC paint pot.
Really? So for me, my MAC paint pot is a little bit too drying.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What do you like for eyeshadow primer if you're not using concealer?
I used to use the Air Patrol from Benefit.
Oh, yeah.
But in that thing, there's like a tiny little bit of product. Like you use it 2 weeks and then it's gone.
Oh, that's not cool.
Yeah. But it's, other than that, it's a great product.
The MAC paint pots they're thick, so I could see how they could be drying.
Yes, they're a little bit too thick for my taste. Okay, so on Kate, I've applied a little bit of that concealer on top of her eyebrows as well, just because I would like to have a base for the eyebrow product that I'm going to use. So now I'm going to set everything with powder. I know a lot of people hate powder because it's drying and sometimes it can make your small, tiny micro wrinkles be a little bit more obvious. But if you don't set it with powder, it's not going to last. So powder is an absolute must. And I have the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I'm going to use a brush about this size. This is natural hair. The reason why I like to use this one, this is my absolute favorite brush. It doesn't have a name. It's just Hakuhodo brush. But first, make sure that there is no product that creased right here, because it will crease. It doesn't matter the concealer that you're using, it will crease. And then I just tap, 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 tap. I focus a little bit like right here, although she doesn't need it, because I bet that your skin never gets oily. Then I would take a bigger, fluffier brush like this one. Look how soft this is.
So
soft. A little bit of powder. You cannot see because it's a white brush. And then I lightly dust the rest of the face. I'm just going to warm up the skin with a little bit of Hoola Lite. That's not my powder, that's hers, but I asked her to bring it this morning because I don't have my lighter bronzing powder. I'm going to use this MAC 137 brush, and I'm just going to warm up the skin where, you know, the sun would naturally hit your face. This will not only warm up the skin, but it would also give your face a little bit more dimension right at the base of the hairline. We're gonna do the eyebrows.
I'm excited for this part. There's a lot to learn.
So there's this rule that I want to share with you. So take a pen or a brush or straight middle of nostril where it touches. You see, I make a tiny little sign in there, and then from also middle of the nostril with the middle of your pupil. So that here should be where your arch is. Then end of your nostril and end of your eye. Okay, that should be the end of your eyebrow. So now that you have this set, you can actually start doing your eyebrows.
That's helpful because I don't have a lot of eyebrows, so I don't know like how far to go in and how far to go out.
So I never use only one color when it comes to eyebrows, because if you look really, really close, the eyebrow hairs have very different colors. But as you can see in eyebrow powder, there are two colors. Usually the lighter one, you are using it at the beginning of your brows, like right here. And then the darker one, you would be using it for the rest of your eyebrow. I'm going to use a 7B brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I like a really nice stiff brush. And what I'm actually going to use will be a mix between the lightest color from the medium brown and a little bit of the blonde. So I usually like to start with the place where I want my eyebrow to be the darkest. So that would be around here. And I just do very, very light strokes. And it's very important to use a spoolie brush so that you could just spread the product. Then Kate doesn't really have a lot of hair, at the end of her brows. So I'm just gonna create some. So I like a really soft start of the eyebrows. I don't really like a harsh line in here. And I'm guilty to make eyebrows look a little bit too thick, but that's like my, let's just call it a signature look, okay?
I can support that. I think I do the opposite, so I'm excited to see something a little bit too thick.
Now I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Taupe. So I'm just going to create light hair strokes. This is going to make the eyebrow look even more realistic. And now what I'm going to use, she will be shocked.
What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm using the darkest eyebrow tint. This is called Tinted Brow Gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the darkest color. Now, the reason why I like this on her is because the eyebrow hair that she has are like an ash blonde. So this, even though it's very dark, and I know it can be scary, but if you have light eyebrows and if you want to give dimension to your eyebrows, it will get them a little bit darker, but in the same shade. I'm gonna go on with the eyes, and I will use this Tom Ford. Like, I feel the need to stay like this. I'll use this Tom Ford, what is this, cream eyeshadow, cream M powder eye color. This is in Naked Bronze 01. So here you have the cream product, and then on top, like, this is crazy expensive, but it's worth it. On top it has a powder eyeshadow, and every time I use this product, I don't know why, it's like a rule for me, I use this brush. This is the 287 brush from MAC, and I'm going to start from the middle of the eyelids. I know Kate usually does cool tones. Why do you use only cool tones anyway?
I don't know. I think I was told once that my skin tone was neutral, so I thought I'll just stick with cools then, so it doesn't conflict, like neutral and warm. But I also don't want my eyes to look red or tired. And sometimes with some warmer tones, I've found that can happen. But now it's just habit. I just gravitate towards them.
I focus the color pretty much on the mobile lid. Now I'm going to use this pencil from MAC. It's called Teddy. It's a really beautiful shimmery brown.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to use it at the base of her lashes. Like, I really get in between them.
I can feel that.
I don't make this line perfect. And then I will come with this 228 brush. This is one of my favorite brushes from MAC. And I just smudge this like so. I do the same thing on the lower lash line. This is gonna be a sexy look.
Great. I'm down with that.
And again, with a brush, I just come and smudge it. I use this a little bit on the waterline as well. I can hear Kate breathing hard when I said waterline. Like, what are you doing? I'm just gonna extend the eye. Applied a little bit more of that pencil, and now I'm going to smudge it. This is going to give the illusion of, how do you call more cat eye?
A cat eye.
Cat. I'll switch with a small blending brush. This is a J5529 brush from Hakuhodo. Let's just not forget I'm a makeup artist. That's why I'm using Hakuhodo, but you can use Morphe brushes just as good. I mean, I have Morphe brushes. They're actually very good. Now I'm going to use this palette from Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the Golden Goddess. I'm using the darkest color in here with the same brush. This is a 228 brush from MAC. Close. And I am applying this color at the base of her lashes. Now I am making like a V shape, again just to make the eyes look more like a cat eye. Back to that blending brush just to blend the edges. I really like to build the eye makeup. I always like to take a step back and to look and see how everything goes together. With the same color right here from the Tilbury palette and the 228 brush, I will apply it along the lower lashes. Can you look in front? Oh,
wow.
I like that.
Me too. So different.
Okay, now I'm going to take the eyeshadow, the powder eyeshadow that's on top of this Tom Ford one. I'm just going to take it with my finger like this and apply it on the middle, like right on the middle of the eyelid. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, I love it.
That's pretty.
So this looks so good when you blink and the light hits you, like, oh, for a nighttime. So I tried to get a little bit closer. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a little bit of Fix Plus from MAC. This is a setting spray on my on my Morphe M421 brush, and then I'm going to use this eyeshadow. This is from Cosette. It's called Bliss. I like to use it wet because it's just more intense when it's wet. So I'm just going to apply this in the inner corner. Now I'm going to use the Better Than Sex mascara. Open. On the lower lash line, I'm going to use this Tight Line mascara. This is from It Cosmetics. It has a tiny little brush. Can you look up? Okay, so we are moving on to the lips. I'm going to use this Makeup Forever lip liner in number 51. Did I mention that Kate is 6 months pregnant right now?
I don't know if you've mentioned it, but yes, I am.
Thank you so much. That's quite an effort.
Well, I'm just sitting here. You're doing all the work.
And as you can see, I'm applying the lip liner and then I'm spreading it with my finger. Okay. I like this. With a 231 brush from MAC, I'm going to mix two lipstick colors. So one is Charlotte Tilbury in Kim KW, and the other one is Dose of Colors in Butterscotch. Now I'm going to add a little bit of glow, and I'm going to use this iconic London Illuminator. These are liquid highlighters, and I'm mixing the color Original with Shine. One is more like pink and the other one is like gold. I mix them both. They look like this. Now with my finger, I'm applying it on the highest points of the face, like so. And with my clean fingers, I'm just spreading the product, blending it. So if you have dry skin, I would suggest you to use liquid highlighter. It doesn't look powdery. It doesn't look over the top. It's just a little bit of glow. Kate's skin is like so beautiful. I feel like I want to apply this all over, because normally you don't get to apply a highlighter everywhere because it emphasizes all the pores, but she doesn't have any. So while you're pregnant, your skin is better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
It doesn't
my
work
God.
for everybody, but for me, and then I'll have the baby. You know.
So I'm just going to use the Fix Plus. This is the mini version. I hope I don't ruin your hair.
You will.
So this is just going to set the makeup, and it's also going to help all the powders that I've used and all the products that I've used on the skin just melt together. Like, this is the tiniest mirror.
No, it's beautiful. The eyes are so fun. I've never done eye makeup like that before, so that's really cool to see. And the eyebrows look great.
Really, you like
Yes.
that? Like, the eyebrows were like,
Very different from what I usually do, but I wanted to see that. So it's cool to see that. And yeah, they look really great.
so she didn't say anything about the lipstick. You don't like the lipstick.
No, I like the lipstick. I don't usually wear nude lipstick, but I like it. I feel like in the past when I put nude lipstick on because I'm so fair, it just becomes like all flat one color down here. But it doesn't look like that at all. It looks beautiful.
What about the glow? Because
the
you
glow?
said the,
I know
the highlighter.
I don't normally wear highlighter either, but the glow is really pretty. It looks really natural.
Yeah.
Like my skin is glowing, not like powder's just sitting on top, which is what I don't like about highlighter.
That's why I like to use the liquid highlighter.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to do all the good stuff, like and subscribe and comment and let me know what you think about Kate's look. Don't forget to check Kate's blog. Kate, so she's got a blog, the smallthingsblog.com.
That's right.
YouTube, because she's also a YouTuber, her blog and Instagram in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Kate, for letting me do your makeup.
Thank you for doing it. It was so fun. Such a cool experience.
Bye. All right, it's so good. We have
We were filming something at another studio once, and there was like an animal on the roof.
Really? Okay, so now I'm going. Just make up your mind. Kate, if I'm saying some stupid things, correct me. I learned my lesson. Oh no, that's just something you have. My mom has this special talent. I swear to God. I call her, you give her some information, and she does this mathematics stuff.
Okay.
Okay, and 100% she will tell you what the baby is.
Really?
But you don't want that.
No, I don't want to know. If I get pregnant again and we want to know, I'll just call your mom.
Okay, normally you got to get closer. I did this just for the camera.